Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. Today is BookList Thursday, like one of the best days. And BookList Thursday is something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of book, thoughts, recommendations, ideas, something bookish related. And today's topic is kind of fun. We are going to talk about book cover trends. So I don't remember how this conversation started, but we were chatting one day just kind of about how we're noticing some reoccurring themes happening within covers. Some lately and some kind of, they've been around for a while. So I have 5 different kind of trends that I've been picking up on lately that as I'm kind of digging for books and looking for them, I am surprised at how much I'm finding these cover trends. So I know at least 1, if not 2 of them are kind of the same because they were the ones that sparked the conversation. So we're going to start with that one. The first one is kind of the cartoonish looking covers, maybe not so much this one, but these 2 for sure, of the, I guess, contemporary romancy type books. They just tend to have brighter colors, some sort of drawing of the characters on it, like the Kiss Quotient, the cactus as well, and then Crazy Rich Asians. And they tend to be similar contemporary romance type books that you find this cartoonish drawing on. So of these 3, I read, or I'm in the middle of The Cactus, which is really a really cute story between, centers around a woman. Her name is Susan. She just lost her mom, and she's kind of dealing with the after effects of that, as well as she is a very unique person. It reminds me a lot of Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. So she keeps to herself. She has a very detailed routine that she doesn't like to vary from. She has little quirks about her and all that fun stuff. So it's cute. It's a Reese's Book Club. I don't know, more than 100 pages in, 110 into it. But that's the one I read. I have not read either of these. I really want to read this one because I want to watch the movie. But they both, I've heard really great things about. So there's my first cartoony colors, or cartoony covers. You know what I mean. The next thing I've noticed is a lot of my fantasy books tend to have some gold foiling either on the cover itself or on the hardback. So I've got Heartless right now. I have Legendary, which is the second book to Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Caraval had little pieces of this like foiling effect. Caraval was awesome, and I feel like this like foil effect kind of goes with these fantastical novels. It jives for me some reason, but Caraval was amazing. I can't wait to get to Legendary. Caraval centers around a magical carnival that travels, and not everybody can go to it. You have to have a ticket and kind of be invited to it, and when you get there with your ticket, you can either be part of the game or you can be a spectator. Nothing is as it seems. It was a really, really great book, and I don't know why I haven't read the second one yet. This is something my friend Lindsey and I kind of got into, so I think her and I have been kind of waiting to read them together. Finale also just came out. Again, similar with the foiling on the fantasy books. These were the only 2 I could find because, let's just be honest, I still have books in boxes right now, but I know I have a pile of them. So I've noticed that has been an interesting trend. So I have a friend who's decided to join me, even though I thought I can't put him upstairs, but Stormy's back. Oops. Hopefully he doesn't make a lot of noise. We'll see, right? The next trend I've kind of noticed is this, like, and I guess it's in the other 2 as well, but just really, really large titles that kind of take up the entire book. So I have Hum If You Don't Know the Words, How to Walk Away, All These Beautiful Strangers, Lies She Told, and Every Locked Door, or Lock Every Door. So those have been kind of a trend. It doesn't really tie with one specific genre. 3 of these are, I guess, psychological thrillers. 2 of them are contemporaries. I haven't read any of them. I know. I'm really excited for this one because I loved Riley Sager's first book, Final Girls, and I've heard this is amazing as well. But yes, really, really large titles. Kind of as I was picking them out, I just kept seeing that these huge titles were taking up like the whole cover. So that's my other trend. And then my last 2 trends are similar because they have to deal with people. One is, again, not really tied to a genre, but this thought of having a person on the cover but cutting off their head. And I know I've seen this other places. So far I found it on America's First Daughter by Stephanie Dre and Laura Camoy, and I am still working on this book. I thought I was further. I feel like Stormy stole my bookmark out of here, so I don't think it's in the right spot, but I thought I was about halfway through this, which is really interesting. It talks about Thomas Jefferson's daughter, Patsy, and kind of the role she played while her father was our president. And then Heather Gutenkoff's Not a Sound, which I still haven't read, but again, this is more thriller-esque. This is historical fiction. But yeah, what's with cutting off people's heads? I don't get that. And then the other one has to do with people as well. And this I tend to find mainly in historical fiction books. I have one that's not a historical fiction, but it centers around people who have their backs to us. So The Life She Was Given by Ellen Marie Wiseman, a fantastic book about a daughter who her mother sells her to the circus. You follow what happens to the daughter. It's amazing. We also have Lilac Girls by Martha Hall Kelly, another fantastic book following 3 women during World War II, but again, they're walking away from us. We have Before We Were Yours by Lisa Wingate, again, 2 girls with their backs to us, but this follows the kind of what happened with Georgia Tann and the Memphis, Tennessee Children's Home Society. Fantastic book. And then I Was Anastasia, again, kind of putting her back to us by Ariel Lohan. This follows the story of Anastasia Romanoff and what happened. Ariel's idea of what may have happened to her. Ariel's coming out with a new book, I believe, the end of this year, if not beginning of next year, that I'm so excited for. But there's 4 historical fictions of people with their backs to us, and then I have On the Island by Tracy Garvis Graves, again, with their backs to us. So another really big trend, and I feel like as I kept going through, I was continuing to find books with people with their backs to us. So I thought that was a really interesting trend, and I don't know if there's purpose behind it because there's so many books with people with their backs to us. So I don't know, maybe it signifies a journey, I don't know. But those were my 5 cover trends I've noticed. It was fun to do this, just to kind of go through your books and see what similarities kind of pop out to you, and then to find a connection, like, you know, same genre. You know, why is that? I don't know. But it was fun to do, fun to take a look at. Make sure you pop over to Sarah's channel and see what cover trends she came up with. Like I said, I know we have one in common. But other than that, I don't know what she's doing. Again, we don't ever talk about kind of what's going on. Otherwise, comment below, are there any cover trends I'm missing? Is there anything you've picked up on lately that you want to chat about? Of course, I love chatting about books, so comment below, like, subscribe, all of that, and I will see you next time. Bye.